Hello and welcome to episode 69 of the Championship Rounds podcast. Um, a lot of weird boxing this week, a lot of interesting boxing this week, but the one constant you have is Alexander Usyk just being very, very good. And yeah, he dominated Daniel Dubois, even as someone who picked him to win pretty easily and he put in a better performance than I was expecting. And yeah, he just battered Daniel Dubois. Like he outboxed him, he outfought him, he outpunched him. Like in every area, Usyk was just massively superior in there.
I think I think Dubois did better than the first fight. It's just the fact that Usyk was so much better than the Usyk of the first fight. I mean, like he didn't have any success in the first fight like he did in the third round, and like his approach was better. I mean, he did look more confident. It's just that doesn't matter when you're in with someone like Usyk. Like when he can just take away your best weapon, which is his jab. And he did it straight away. And not only did he take away his jab, I mean, he started out with some pretty mean jabs himself, just snapping Dubois' head back. Yeah, I mean, like, I guess the fact that he tried more, like actually throwing more, probably got him stopped earlier. Like, you can look at the outcome, like, oh, he got stopped 4 rounds earlier. He must have done worse. Like, he didn't do worse. He got outclassed worse, but I mean, like, he did better himself, if that makes sense.
It's definitely because he did better is the reason he got chinned. But I I think I'm in love with the man. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean,
He's a near perfect fighter, to be
like,
honest.
I mean, he's just, I don't know if he's getting better, but like,
He's not dropping off at all.
he was pretty great on Saturday. Like, probably the best since AJ won, I would say. Maybe Bell.
Better. I think better. It's kind of hard to say though, because it's like he fights the same style, but they all end up being different. Like all of his heavyweight fights have been obviously different people, but they've been like different circumstances, and
Like,
they all
even,
just look different.
yeah, even the fights against the same people are different as well.
Yeah, both or every rematch has just been nowhere near the same type of fight. I guess the closest would be Usyk Fury too, but he was even better in that one. So
Yeah, but the only rematch that he's not been better in was AJ, but I guess, circumstances.
It still win like 8 rounds, 8 9 rounds.
Yeah, like this fight, you can just tell. Um, I was watching it with someone. I just turned around and said, like, halfway through the first round, this fight's over. Like he's gonna get knocked out, Dubois. Like Usyk's just all over him, and then I think it was the end of the second round. He nails Dubois like 10 seconds left, I think, and Dubois sort of freezes for a second, then starts retreating, and you're just like, yeah, he's going to actually chin him this time rather
Yeah,
than just break it down.
he does not disguise being hurt like at all,
No,
Because whenever he's hurt, he will back up,
and
and you can see
he's
it.
hurt.
And he did it like 3 times in that fight.
yeah, and like it was just ridiculous. He just battered him.
Yeah, it's like you hope that hasn't ruined like the progress that Dubois has made, because I mean he's still one of the best heavyweights in the world, and there's no other heavyweight like Usyk. I mean he could go in, that Dubois could go in there and chin every other heavyweight, Well, he could. Not that he would, but he could. Like Usyk is just different.
Especially with some of those right hands Dubois was throwing, where he landed a couple, but they just don't do anything because Usyk's chin is just like that.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, he basically didn't land anything in the first fight, and like in the first round, I mean, he came out actually was trying to do something. I mean, he was kind of setting his shots up better, like especially considering he didn't have a jab like, to be able to use and set it up. Because he set it up better. It's just you're just not going to be able to do anything against Usyk. I mean, he's just too good. Like, it's not just he's good at one. He's just good at everything. He's just great at everything.
Which also is kind of a bad thing because he's just not gonna retire like we probably think he should. Because who would give him a fight where we think he could lose anymore?
Well, I'm not picking anyone against him,
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no 50-50 anymore.
and it's.
There's
I
even
mean,
a 60-40, really.
like he said, one more fight, I think, and he's gonna retire. Like feel like he's the type of guy that will retire when he knows when to retire. Smart guy. I don't think that he's gonna fight on when he doesn't need to. Even if he can. Like, what's the point?
I just don't know who it would be though. Like
Probably,
who would be like, ooh, like I like this. I don't really care. Like who it is. It's not. They're not gonna be challenging. I guess it would be nice to see him chin somebody. But it doesn't
well,
like move anything. I guess.
probably gonna fight Parker.
Yeah, he'll fight Parker.
Which I get, which is like it's good, but like it's not a needle mover. Really.
It's sort of. This is gonna sound like a weird comparison, but it was sort of like when Vlad sort of half cleared out the division and there was just no one left, and so he just went around like rematching Tony Thompson and fighting people like Pulev and people like they're good guys, but you just know what's gonna happen. Like obviously, like they're better fighters now, like and Usyk's a lot better than Vlad was, but like it's just sort of at that point where it's like, what do you do? Like he can continue fighting. Like if you look at like any like top 10 rankings, like Parker, Caballero, I don't know who else, like Bacote, Ajagba, Fabio Wardley, like he could literally clear out half these guys in a year. Like I'm pretty sure he could do like 4 or 5 of them in a year without any issue. If he really wanted to. None of these guys are gonna touch him, man. Like imagine him against like solid top 10 guys like Hergovich, man. Can you imagine how one-sided that would be? How easy that would be? Like it's just he's so good. He is too good. No one's beating him. And
Yeah,
it's that age thing. Like I don't know, man. Yeah, it'd be nice to see him for a few more, but I don't know if he will. I think he'll fight Parker then retire.
like who else is he gonna fight? I guess like Cowell wants to fight. Yeah, sure, I'd watch it
Yeah, I feel
because
like
it's
it's only
Usyk.
those two right there, Parker and Caballero. But like, it doesn't
It's like,
do anything
but
really.
but Cody's a fat mess who doesn't train. Zhang, well, I mean, his stock has just completely disappeared. And then there's no one else really. I mean, who else is there?
There isn't.
I was gonna have a third fight with AJ. Hopefully not.
There was talk of a Talma, but that for me is stupid.
Yeah, that's just stupid.
Yeah. But like that wouldn't shock me. Um but like Usyk's just way too much for a Talma. Like it's just stupid. They're just different eras of fighters. Like Usyk's old enough to be his dad. I don't know why we're talking about that fight. Like And that's not even me saying that Talma won't like have an extremely good career either. Like he'll win a world title, whatever. But like, come on, man, you really want to throw him to the wolves like that? Like it's just that fight's just silly.
Itama might not even be Dubois, let alone a Usyk. I mean, we've never seen him get hit. We've never really seen him go rounds. And you want to stick him in with Usyk? Come on, what are we doing?
Yeah. And that's not even the most ridiculous thing that Turkey said this week. So we'll get onto that later. We'll get onto that later. Yeah, like he is just so good. Like we're all just repeating ourselves with Usyk. Like he is so good. That's what you can really say about it. He's just ridiculous, and he's cleared out the division in 7 fights or 8 fights, whatever it is. And yeah, like what else can you say? He's done it twice, but it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And you see, there's people saying that Dubois quit again. I'm like, buddy,
He
did
does. He probably still doesn't know what planet he's on.
did you see his face after that left hand landed? I mean, you could have told Buddy he was, I don't know, somewhere, and he would have believed you. He didn't know what was going on. Like, he probably didn't even know what's happening. He was just like, yeah, let's get up and walk back to the corner. It's like, no, he definitely didn't quit. And he definitely did better.
He didn't have the mental faculties to quit at that point.
Yeah, it's like, he probably didn't even know how to spell quit at that point. Well, he probably doesn't anyway, but...
No, but no, I don't know why that's like a talking point. It shouldn't be.
If he didn't have
he
the history, it wouldn't be a talking point.
Yeah, but it's unfair to just label, just bring up every time. Like, he just got chinned.
Happens, like, is what it is. Yeah, like he just didn't quit at all.
He has been stopped a good amount of times now, though.
Yeah, but that's the weird thing, because he does have his chin is not bad. His chin is good. We've seen him get hit with some good punches. It's just when you take so many punches like he does, they're gonna have an effect. Like when you keep taking these clean counters from Usyk, who, I mean, he's not a big puncher, but he can definitely punch.
Shit, you could have fooled me.
Yeah, and it's not his timing and his speed, and you just don't see them, and that's what's hurting him. He didn't see the punch that hit him. I mean, he got hit with that right hook just above his ear. That took his equilibrium away, and it looked like a weak shot, I guess, but he was hurt with a shot before that as well. You could see that he was hurt. That's why he was doing that back up.
He got clipped on there before that.
Yeah, he was doing that back up shit. And then, I guess he was hurt and he just went for it, just trading with him and got caught. It's just when he's exchanging Usyk, I mean, he's still defending himself. I mean, his hand is still up. Even though it's slightly reaching, because he was leaning down, he's still defending himself. His hand is up, his chin is tucked under his shoulder. I mean, say you can't teach that, but you can teach that. That is a lot of practice. Hours, years in the gym to do that stuff.
So he's a lovely guy.
Yeah,
Will be sad
like,
when he retires.
what a career, man. And like with Dubois, is that I am very, very confident he will win a world title again. It's a weird thing to say, but like looking at how the belts are going to fall in like a few months' time, you can rebuild Dubois, and you can get him into a position. And if Fabio Wardley is going to have a world title, Daniel Dubois is going to get another one. Like it's just as simple as that, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's as simple as he needs his jab to work to get anything going, and the only person in the division who can defend the jab is Usyk, so he'll be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
As long as he's not mentally ruined by getting chinned.
Yeah. Essentially. But yeah, what a fighter, man. What a fighter Alexander Usyk is.
Yeah, there's still people who are just like, yeah, he's not a top 10 heavyweight. I think like he just has to be a top 10 heavyweight now.
He's around like 8 to 10.
I don't care that he's only had like 7 fights. Like, who cares what is it if he's fought, I don't know, just 20 plus random guys at heavyweight? You'll be like, oh yeah, he's had 27 fights at heavyweight. He's definitely a top 10 heavyweight. Who cares? He's cleared out basically this division pretty dominantly ish.
I mean, yeah, I'm sorry he didn't defend his belts against people like Zelko Markovic or whoever it was that Lennox fought. People like that. Like, look, a lot of these fighters, they're great fighters, but like, are we really going to hold? He didn't fight Henriaki and Wande. I'm just using Lennox as an example, who I love anyway.
I hope he doesn't. That fight was terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know what I mean? You know what I mean though? Like there's enough guys that like what you think he doesn't beat Franz Bofer? Like come on, like the guys he's beating are much better, and it's like the depth of it, like he's beaten the 3 best guys of his era, of his heavyweight era twice. And that's just it.
The only guy he missed, really, one of the top guys is Wilder. And, well...
Wilder was, like, already really, like, out of the picture. Like, he was falling out of the picture.
Number one, he's washed.
Yeah, he was...
He's super duper washed. Number 2, he was busy with Fury. Number 3...
I don't even think he did.
He's not that good.
He didn't miss him though. Like
that wouldn't have really moved Usyk that much forward by beating Wilder.
Wilder got stopped by Fury in the first fight, like a year before the Chisora fight for Usyk. Like, did he really miss him? I don't even think Wilder's really part of that era. Like, if you're thinking sort of 2020 onwards. I don't really count.
I was saying 2020, he's not a part of it.
Yeah. And that's sort of Usyk's era. Like, he just had a warm up against Witherspoon. And, like, what's that? Like, fighting a journeyman, basically. And then you move on to another journeyman. And then you're into title fights. And, like, has Wilder won a fight since? Like, he's won 2 fights since Usyk won the belts. And that was against Helenius and whoever the hell he just fought a couple of weeks ago. Like, yeah, he's not really part of the era, I'd say.
He's also not very good.
Yeah, but
skill-wise,
that's a different point, though, isn't it? Like, yeah.
He can punch like fuck, though. So you know, we'll give him that.
If only he had a bit of skill.
But I'll tell you 5 guys who are 100% above Usyk in the heavyweight rankings, and that's Ali, Lewis, Foreman, and Larry Holmes. Like, they're the only guys that can't really make an argument that Usyk is over. Anyone else?
Who do you think is like interchangeable? Like Frazier?
Yeah, like Frazier, Holyfield is there. I guess Mike Tyson is there. I mean, like,
I
after
don't really
that,
think Holyfield is feasible with Usyk. To be honest, I think Usyk's better than Holyfield.
yeah, he's better. He's definitely better than Holyfield. But greatness. I mean, he has a very
Usyk as a heavyweight is better than a lot of people.
like he has a very deep resume in one of the best 90s. Well, one of the best heavyweight eras, which was the 90s. Like, I mean, he only really lost in the 90s, like to Moore, who wasn't great like a Lewis or a Bo,
But then he beat him in the rematch.
and he beat him way easier. And that was still like a close fight. Like the first time he lost it, he needed
and he dropped him.
Yeah, Moore needed a goddamn Teddy Atlas speech to win that. Yeah, I mean, who's after that? Vladimir Klitschko, Jack Johnson. Don't even think about mentioning Rocky Marciano or Jack Dempsey. Sonny Liston. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's
He's top 10.
there's no argument that he's not a top 10 heavyweight. Like, he's a top 2 cruiserweight, 1 for me,
He's one.
and top 10 heavyweight, and he's the best fighter of this era.
Yeah.
Like,
He'll probably be best fight of the 2020s with only probably fighting like a little over half of it.
Yeah, like no one can overtake Usyk as the best fighter of this era. If Crawford goes and beats Canelo, he's still below Usyk because Canelo's crazily washed.
I guess maybe we'd have to see if someone else on a main event from yesterday or the day before yesterday could add some more stuff in his 2020s bag.
It'll be like it'll be a different era though,
Yeah,
right?
it'll be a different era, and his will be more of like an accumulation of fighters, like more quantity. I feel like he's already bagged a bunch of quality, but I think he's like got a lot of the quality like out of there already.
Yeah, well, for this one, it's just Usyk, and then it's everyone else. Like greatness anyway. Like skill wise, you argue about that, but greatness is Usyk, and then everyone else.
Yep. And yeah, it's just ridiculous. And moving on to more greatness in some way. Lawrence Okoli won.
With ease. This
Um,
is what happens when we all pick the same thing. It's just not gonna work. One of us has to disagree with each other.
Look, Loreno would have won that fight if he actually tried and did anything, but he didn't.
he stunned Okoli whenever he actually threw a shot, and he just didn't throw them for the second half of the fight. And it's just like, oh my god.
Just a regular Coley fight. I thought maybe when he got bigger, he's gonna maybe fight a bit different since he's like 65 pounds heavier than the normal. But nope.
He's him. It doesn't matter if he's 200 pounds or 260. He's
just boring and not getting warned for holding.
just a jab.
He's another like hypnotist British fighter. What do y'all be doing? What?
Well, you know what they say: fighters fight down to the level of their competition, and British fighters are shit. So they just their opponents end up being shit.
The hypnotism is like insane. It might have to be investigated. It's not like one person. This is a common occurrence. What's happening?
It's just terrible. And yeah, Cody's probably going to fight Cabell for the WBC next. So we wish him
He's
well.
gonna get stopped, man. Cowell's gonna destroy his body.
He's gonna be the next fighter we see throw up in the ring.
He's gonna be gasping for air in round 3. Him being 260 pounds, getting hit to the body.
Yeah, we already
Just
seen
like
what Barrios did to another near 300-pound man. Or I think the thing was probably over or around 300. Yeah, he beat the hell out of Cooley. I probably bet that fight won't happen because he probably knows that already.
I reckon if a Cody got the opportunity, he'd take it.
He wouldn't fight like it though.
Well, he never
He wouldn't
does.
fight like it's a big opportunity. Jesus. I hate that we have to say, oh, former world champion Lawrence Okolie. Like,
No, that's the problem was he was good in the title winning fight that he won. Like he was good in that fight.
Slovatsky. Yeah, that's like the
And
only
then
time I've ever enjoyed watching him fight.
and he's a Cody the rest of the time, other than when he chins some bridgerweights or some journeymans in a round. Yeah, I really think that's like the only reason we just like kind of tolerate Lawrence Okolie is because he hits hard. There's a possibility he will chin someone if he didn't punch off.
He has the ability to do things when we've seen flashes of it. It's just so far in between. Like the most far in between, like ever.
You know the one thing I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
He was 262 in the ring, yeah, or whatever he was. His legs are tiny.
Yeah, none of that weight has gone to his legs.
Like, surely you put some of the weight on your legs so you can like hold a shot a bit better, but no, like all of it's gone to his upper body. Like, what's going on? He's got the weirdest sort of frame ever. He's got like twig legs and then a huge upper body, and it's not like, oh god, he's gonna get chinned. He is gonna get brutally knocked out by someone.
Yeah, his legs look weak.
Yeah,
Like, even when he doesn't get punched, I mean, his legs just look weak.
yeah. Like, yeah. What else was on that card? Oh yeah. I thought Lewis Edmondson beat Lappin. It was a terrible fight, and
I mean,
yeah,
it was terrible, close enough, and like, I guess Lappin finished okay. I guess I don't really care that he won the fight. It was terrible. The card was terrible.
Has there ever been a good Saudi like prelim fighter?
No.
no.
They've all been dog shit. They need to stop pushing everybody that ends up at the second, like the bottom half of these cards. Just
This is
just leave it
Usyk's
to the
fault.
just leave it to the top.
It's Usyk's
Lappin
fault.
is Usyk's fault.
No, I
He's
know.
his protege guy. It's like
He's gonna get chinned as
He
well.
needs
By the
to
way.
pick somebody else.
He's gonna get chinned.
He
He was getting hurt by the like most notorious non-puncher in British boxing. Like he's gonna get brutally knocked out as well. Like, oh god, he's terrible.
I hate seeing fighters with like rare physical like attributes and just ignore them.
he's a damn giant. At least, actually, we'll get onto him in a bit. Yeah, he's a giant. I mean, he's so big. He just looks weird. Like, and he's a light heavyweight, and he still looks massive. Not like thick, stocky, just really tall. Yeah, really long arms, like a praying
And just
mantis.
doesn't use any of it.
Oh, I guess he
Because he
tries.
can't.
He's just not good.
Yeah, he can't. There's nothing on the shots. Like he doesn't rotate properly, and like he can just slip it and get inside, and he can't do anything on the inside. So yeah, he's just not very good. Um, Talking of not very good, Serenko got beat by Soldakers.
Oh my
Biggest, stiffest idiot I've ever seen. Don't want to see him ever again. Soldakers go fight. Can Soldakers go and knock out Johnny Fisher, please? Actually, that'd be fun.
Yeah, I say the card was terrible. I mean, Dagers looked good. That was fun. I didn't mind watching that.
That was more funny than
That was watchable. That was fun. Dagers just gave him a boxing lesson. Pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Like, Serenko, he's just terrible, isn't he? At least Usyk was there to save an embarrassing Ukrainian card.
Yep, pretty much. And then, oh yeah, one other thing I just want to say. Get Adam Hamid off of any TV screen ever. He might be worse. I think he is worse than Campbell Hatton.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, probably.
He's just terrible. Just get him out of the sport, man. I'm sick of these nepo babies, man. You could have put like 3 or 4 decent prospects in those sort of fights for the same price as Hamid would have got. Like, he's terrible. Just get him out of the sport. I hope he gets brutally knocked out soon. Because Jesus Christ, man.
And, like, at least Campbell Hatton knew he was kind of terrible.
No, he's already retired. He's
and
already
retired. At least he had the decency
I
to
respect.
retire.
I respect it. But Hamed is gonna ride this Nepo shit till his
like,
wheels
how can
fall
you
off,
be-
till his face falls off, basically.
Like, how can you be half your dad and not even be able to have a lick of power?
It's because he doesn't punch properly. None of these people actually box. Like they just I'm bored. I'm 22. I've got nothing else going on in life, so I might as well turn to boxing. And everybody welcomes him in with open arms. What's he done? And like he can turn up on any big card he wants. He's fought on the Fury Usyk on the card. He fought on both Fury Dubois on the cards. Like he can just turn up and fight wherever he wants because of his second name, and he's terrible, and he doesn't have to take the sport seriously, and it's just awful. It's awful to watch, man, and he's not very good, and he's never going to be very good.
I guess at least he was on the prelims.
Yeah, but
That's what I'm saying. Just eliminate the prelim. Just take him out. I don't even want to watch him anymore.
send him to 3 o'clock at your call. That's where he belongs. That's where he belongs, man. Send him to 3 p.m. on a good win card at your call.
Like certain fighters, how we talk about that need to be televised, and they just for some reason only show up on some Instagram live. That's where like him and other people need to be. That's where Hamed and Lapin need to be on vertical Instagram lives.
Yeah. But anyway, we'll move on. We'll move on to the positives of Saturday. One of the big positives. We'll start in Texas. Bam just beat up Cafu. Really, I was a bit disappointed in Cafu. I don't know why he was just stood in the corner, showed up for half the fight. I was a bit disappointed in his performance, but like, it is what it is. Bam just beat him up, broke him down, and stopped him basically.
Yeah. Well, like we already discussed this, didn't we? We know we disagree about this.
Yeah, I just don't think Cafu really sold out to win the fight. If I'm being
Like
honest,
he definitely didn't sell out, but like he
settled.
like
I feel like
he was there and he was throwing punches and he was at least trying. Like he didn't sell out, but in his defense, I mean, he probably couldn't because he was being broken down to the body, but early. I mean, he was like kind of not matching, but some of the rounds were competitive. And he did kind of take away Bam's angle to the side a bit, like he was pivoting with him, and he was throwing that left hook every time he tried to do it. You know,
I just feel like he settled because he kind of just went full counter punch. Let me land one punch. Some like trade, like just punch when he punches. I don't know. It wasn't horrible.
like
I feel
felt
like he's more than what that was.
he is, but it's like with Dubois. I mean, you're fighting Bam like that against a lesser fighter. Like it would be great. I mean, it would look good. It would work, but it's just Bam.
I felt like he boxed to go to points, if I'm being honest, and then gassed out. If that's just me being honest, that's how I saw that fight. Like, yeah, I felt a lot of the punches he was putting a bit to get out of range or just to keep Bam off him, and I don't know. He's reactive. He wasn't proactive, and I don't think he really wanted to try and win the fight. To be honest, if I'm being 100% honest with it, I like with Dubois. It's like you could see he was like tumbling forward, and he's just a limited guy, and he was trying to really put a dent in Usyk, but he's just not good enough, and I didn't see that from Cafu. Being honest,
Yeah, like he definitely didn't go all out like Dubois. Like, I wasn't like too disappointed. I mean, I think he probably did better than I thought he would. I mean, he did more than I thought he would at least. I thought he would just move around the ring, but you know, Bam cut the ring off well, and he's just broken down really to the body, and then he didn't really have much left. And that right hook that ended it. I mean, that was pretty good. Like that right hook would have been everywhere if Usyk didn't chin do well. That's how good that right hook
That
was.
ref is so bad though. That was such an awkward
Yeah, it's like
thing.
if you're gonna stop the fight, actually
He
be
like
dominant and go in there.
he like basically grabbed Bam. I thought like watching it live, I was like, oh okay. Like that's pretty early, but then he just kept Bam just kept punching because the ref just let go.
Yeah, it's like I feel like he was gonna, but then Bam got in his way, and it's like, buddy, Bam is 5'2". Just move him out of the way if you're gonna stop the fight. Like, probably would have been a bit early. I think it was a good idea. He didn't stop it, but you know, it was.
Hector Afi is just a terrible ref.
Yeah, I was just about to say he's the ref that almost got Magnesi killed against Rikishi.
Yeah, and he's the ref that was there was a little bit around the in a way Fulton thing as well. The stoppage in that fight. And he's the one that basically did everything in his power to keep Rocky Hernandez from getting stopped against Foster. Well, like he's just not a good ref. Like yeah. He's not a great ref, if we're being honest. But yeah, Bam's just an elite fighter. He is an elite fighter, and it's a shame, like you say, the finish would have been everywhere, etc. Like he's beaten up and stopped an unbeaten world champion there on Saturday, and nobody knows about it, and it's really unfortunate because of the stupid scheduling. Like think what you want about the Pacquiao fight, and we'll get onto that, but it's Pacquiao. He's always going to do better than a Bam fight.
He could be 60 years old. He'll still do
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Pacquiao is fighting an undisputed heavyweight title fight with a great knockout. Like, yeah, unfortunately, Bam's just been thrown to the bottom.
And even like the undercard for Pacquiao, you had bigger, if not equal, names on that undercard, like your Fundoras and Zoos, like your Figueroas, and like your Pitbull Cruz. Like Bam's better than all of these guys apart from Usyk. But it's just a shame because you need to promote these guys well, and I don't think he's been promoted very well. If I'm being honest, I think just the scheduling for this fight was so stupid. Why are you trying to clash with all these big fights on, man? It's just silly.
Yeah, maybe not promoted great, but like I will give Matchroom credit. I mean, they have gotten him lots of great fights and great.
Oh
names.
yeah, that's good. Yeah,
Yeah,
like and as we said last week, rolling straight into the Puma fight is brilliant, and he'll knock out Puma as well. And
yeah.
like he's getting lots of big fights, but my worry is nobody sees them. That's my only worry. Because he's so good, man. He deserves to be seen. He's a fighter that's brilliant and deserves to be seen.
Yeah, I guess it was a bit like, anyway, when he was like 115 or something. I mean, he wasn't massive in the West, and now that he's gone up a bit, like now he's like one of the most popular boxers. And maybe that'll happen with Bam. I mean, he's smaller anyway, so maybe he won't go to like super bantamweight. But he gets a bantamweight, get some fights.
He'll end up at super bantam because that's where they're gonna sell him out to Inoue or Nakatano at 122. That's where the money is. He'll end up there.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the divisions, really. Like, it's just not going to be a star in those divisions unless, I mean, even then, like Chocolatito wasn't like a super duper star. He was a super duper star for them lower divisions.
Yeah. He'll do well, Bam. But I want people to see how good he is. That's all. Like it's frustrating. But anyway, we'll move on to somebody who's not a superstar and never will be a superstar because I got quite a lot of shit. I can't remember what episode it was on, but the comments were interesting. When I said that I don't think Diego Pacheco is going to be that brilliant.
He's not. It's just the facts. So I don't know
Yeah.
why you got pushback on that.
And yeah, that was just a stinky performance, like setting it out on a jab and just against the very limited Trevor McCombie, who hasn't got a good gas tank, and he just stuck a jab out and didn't really do anything. Won the fight easily, but come on, man, like what? Ducking and Billy for that? Like what? What are we doing here?
At least knock him out.
Like he tried like once in the fight. That was a 10th, and he made some like dent, and then he didn't even try again. I don't understand. He just likes to sit behind the jab in first gear. That's why.
He's embarrassing.
Like he didn't used to do this. I don't know what happened, and now he just loves to just sit behind the jab at the first gear merchant. Like, I mean, he barely threw any punches. I mean, in that fight, I don't know what the combi box was, but he can't have thrown over like 350 punches. And you're fighting Trevor McCombie. You're not fighting someone like good. Like if he did that, had those tactics against Christian and Bealey, yeah, sure, fair enough. But not Trevor McCombie. You've got to be at least pushing him, or at least throwing more punches. Don't just sit behind the jab.
If you didn't stop him, and it was just like McCombie's so tough, and he just took all that. You didn't try. You didn't even attempt to. Man.
Maybe I jinxed it. I did say he might just sit behind.
I knew it was going the distance because I don't just like Tucker. I don't think he's that good. I think he's been like bigged up to be some type of next thing. He's just not that. He really never was that. And I feel like he just can't be that. It's just not him. You couldn't stop someone a washed Caleb Plant knocked out.
Yeah, it's like, I guess in his defense, like, Caleb Plant was doing terrible at range. And he kind of had no choice but to go up close and stick it on him and fight. I guess Pacheco was winning easy at range. But it's just like, no one wants to watch that, really, do they? Like, it's frustrating watching this guy that can do more, not do more, and just be very cautious and tentative against someone who, like, yeah, he has a puncher's chance and he punches really hard, but, you know, that's boxing. Take that risk. Because he probably would have stopped him if he actually set out to stop him. And like try and break him down, but no, he just sat behind a jab to just win on points. Like, I don't really have any problem with that, but it's not going to help you. And lots of people do have problems with that. A couple people here, specifically.
The issue I have with it is, like, you're meant to be this superstar, and you're meant to be this next big thing, and it's like, you're not exactly doing it against, I don't know, an ability, are you? You're not exactly doing it against the Shiraz. You're not doing it against the Glacius. You're not doing it even against the Caleb Plant. You're doing it against Trevor McCumbee. This guy's a club fighter whose claim to fame is a KO loss,
Yeah, it's
and
like,
you're scared to
yeah, he,
engage, and you just sat on the jab, and it's like, what are you getting out of this fight? What are we learning out of this fight? And then if you look at the last few weeks, you've had Shiraz had a big win, you've had Mbili had a big win, and then Pacheco is sort of in that group of up and coming super middles, and he comes out and does that against a far worse opponent than any of them. And it's just like, well, why would I be invested in you? You haven't shown me that you're better than these guys. You're not as entertaining as these guys, and like, you're older than Shiraz, I think. Like, you're not a kid anymore. And like, all this political maneuvering, like, to try and get a Canelo fight, which you won't get. And it's just like, well, it's Trevor McCumbee, man. He's terrible. Like, he's a really, really bad opponent for Pacheco, like, at this stage. And it's like, you didn't even really try. You need to go through the gears against this level, because if you don't, and you need to when you step up the levels, it might not be there anymore. We've seen that plenty of times. People are so happy to sit in these first and second gears against, like, people they're massively favoured to beat. Then when they really need it, it's just not there. And that's my problem with it. It's not like he's doing this at a top level. Trevor McCumbee, man, like, Jesus, he's terrible.
yeah, it wasn't great. Even the commentary, like, they love Pacheco, and they were. Well, Sergio Moro was an interesting guy because he was a boxer himself, so he likes to hype up all these people just boxing behind a jab, because that's what he does. He's like, yeah, it's fine. McCombie's a big puncher, that's why he's so cautious. Well, he didn't really get hit by anything. Like, did he? That was his game plan from the beginning, to box behind a jab. It's not like he got hit with something. It was like, oh, damn. Yeah, I'm going to box cautiously behind the jab. No, that was just his game plan from the go. Like, when Caleb Plant got hit and got dropped, he stuck it on him and beat him up on the inside and stopped him. And this is a washed Caleb Plant as well. This was not a good look. Really not a good look.
There's ways of boxing behind a jab. I know it's slightly different, and we'll get on to Ammo Williams. But if Shiraz boxed behind a jab against Ammo Williams, but yeah, he actually went through the gears and stuck it on him and gradually upped it, and was very in the work. But he boxed behind a jab in that fight. There's no reason Pacheco couldn't have done that. But he decided, right, I'm just going to sit in this comfortable zone and just fit him away to a points decision. And that's what he did.
Yeah, and that's fine, but you know, people will criticize you for it because people hate first gear merchants. Like, look at Bivol was Look how great Bivol is, and he was criticized for years for being a first gear merchant. And compared to Diego Pacheco, I mean, he wasn't even close. He threw so many more punches than Pacheco, but he was criticized for it. And Bivol's way better than Pacheco.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just annoying because I don't know, I just don't think he's as good as anyone thought he would be. Sort of 3 or 4 years ago. If I'm being honest, I just don't see it.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's also annoying because he can do more. Like, even if he's not maybe as good as he was meant to be, he can do more.
Can he though? Like,
Yeah,
you
he
get into a point
could
where
because he has. But
yeah,
now, I don't know, he's just become, I don't know,
Shit.
yeah,
complacent. Or he's just become complacent. Like, yeah, he can sit behind a jab because the jab is good. And he's good at keeping range. And he can do it, so, guess he just feels like, why not? It's just an easy night's work for him.
yeah. I guess it's frustrating to watch, man. But anyway, we'll move on to you mentioned them, Amo Williams. Um,
Speaking of shit.
yeah, he fought Ivan Vasquez, who was a club fighter they dragged up on like 4 days' notice because Aaliyah failed his medical. Um, yeah, and Vasquez was battering him for the first 5 rounds, and Williams had a point off in the third. And I had, I had Vasquez up at the point of the stoppage. Um, yeah, he's just not very good. Williams. I thought the Volney fight. I thought Volney lost that fight rather than Ammo won it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I
And it
thought
was
that
close as well.
yeah, that was a 7-5 fight for Ammo, and I thought Volney chucked it away. Rather than Ammo doing anything particularly good to win. And I think, if this Vasquez kid, because he had a 6 rounder or something scheduled for Saturday, and the furthest he's gone in his career is 8. Like, if he had a full camp and maybe he'd done 10 before, I don't think he runs out of gas, and I don't think he gets stopped, and I think he beats Ammo. I just don't think he's very good, Ammo Williams. Like, his defense is terrible, but he's just athletic, and that gets him out of it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, he's athletic and he can punch.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably washed already. Yeah. Gotta say, I think he's probably washed.
Yeah, he's just not very good. Is he washed though?
I
Because
think he
was he
is.
any good to begin with? Like, he was going life and
Like,
death for Kieran Conway.
maybe he's not good, like as good as they made him out to be, but I think
But now
he's
you
just got
can't
to be
like
washed.
now you can't
He's just
level
got to
it
be
out.
washed.
So,
Like, I think he'd be like chinning, easily being a guy like that back in the day.
pre-COVID.
Yeah, like, at the very least, not losing the first 5 rounds and getting bad.
Yeah, well,
Now he's just a bit. He's just
Better.
he's just washed. Yeah, basically.
he got hurt to the body as well, and it's just like it weren't good. He's just not very good. And I maintain, like, I think Aaliyah would have beaten him. I said that last week. I think Aaliyah would beat him. It's just a shame about the eye issue. And yeah, in a very, very weak 160 pounds division, he is not even a top 5 contender, and it's embarrassing, to be honest. Like, for the hype that he got, like a lot of these matchroom prospects in the US, because he was one of the first ones, like a lot of that crop are just not very good. Like your Nikita or BBs of this world, and your Reshad Matties, Ofer Jones, the one who's the one that ended up losing to Zach Chelly, middleweight,
Anthony Sims.
Anthony Sims.
I really like Sims too.
Like, yeah, there's just a lot of sort of terrible prospects that Matchroom signed, and I think he's one of them. I think Ray Ford's the only one that really worked out of that lot, and even he, like early on, he had a couple of performances where you were like,
he's like the backwards version where the other American prospects showed against like not good fighters that they could be good, and then ended up being shit. He just was shit from the start, so maybe that helped him. Just
maybe.
He did have better like opposition to start off with.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I just don't think Williams is ever going to really do anything, to be honest. But it is what it is. I've tried delaying this as much as possible, this fight, but we're going to have to talk about it. Mario Barrios is pathetic.
That's underselling it.
I think I'm going to get it straight off the bat here. I thought Pacquiao beat him.
Well, we all think that.
Yeah.
He just had his gloves in his pocket the entire fight. I don't.
No, he did. He didn't. He had his gloves out to touch gloves at the start of the round, and he at the end of every round.
Oh my god, he's so garbage. I put out a tweet that I got like almost ridiculed for about that he's one of the worst like 2020 champions, and he could be in the discussion for some of the worst champions of this century. I stand on that. I'm going to stand on. From 20, he might not be the he's not the singular worst. The 2020s, there's like up there is like Gualtieri, there's
Adrian Carrillo, Valadares, and then him.
Oh yeah.
I thought genuinely, like, who else is there?
I think that's probably the top of it. It's so like he's so bad. He doesn't do anything good.
Yeah, like I've criticized like scoring for Pacquiao in the past, where like he throws so many punches at once, and it looks good and it's flashy and not a lot land, and everyone loves Pacquiao. That's why they give him rounds, but that just wasn't the case. I mean, he was landing. He was just countering Barrios as well. I don't even know how old Barrios is, but
he's 34.
How are you?
No, he's only 30. He's only 30. He's not 34.
That graphic was so.
How are you, a 30-year-old, gonna let a 46-year-old Pacquiao dictate the pace? He hasn't fought since 2021. He looked washed and took a battering from Ugas.
He's fought one time in the last
2021
years. He deserves his license.
Like no one has come out of retirement at like this age and done anything remotely good. Well done, Barrios. You finally let someone.
Not just anybody. A clearly washed, inactive Pacquiao.
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but maybe they were right when they said Ben could win a world title.
He could, bro. Yeah. He would probably beat the shit out of him.
He would beat Barrios. Barrios is bad. Like the problem, what made it worse is when he did throw, like he was landing, and they were having an effect on Pacquiao. But he just sat there cautious. You're not fighting a prime Pacquiao. You're fighting a 46-year-old Pacquiao.
Yeah, he was interviewed. He was like, I just didn't want to overcommit. I'm like,
What?
what are you talking about right now?
Okay, buddy.
What exactly are you doing?
Then don't fight Manny Pacquiao.
Does he really think he can like get something off? Like, if he misses and he does get countered, does he really think he could just get chinned?
I don't know, but he was getting countered, and they didn't really seem to affect him. So, like,
He just reset him over and over again. They couldn't have been that fast and blinding for him to. I'm still like in shock of it. Really,
yeah, like I
like
guess,
he
like
clearly lost.
yeah, like, I guess Pacquiao, he's still fast, but he's not like Pacquiao fast. Like he's still fast, but it's not crazily fast. It's nothing a half decent fighter couldn't deal with.
I,
Yeah.
he so clearly lost. Like it's not even like it was like, oh, you let it be close. Like out of respect, you like let off the gas, so you didn't want to chin your idol or something. No, you just got outboxed and you lost, and you were gifted a draw.
Yeah.
Take
What?
his license. Take his fucking license.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I've had enough of Barrios. Yep, you lost. You got a gift. Your shit. Retire. Let's move on.
Yeah. That's good summary.
Fuck him.
Pacquiao should currently be the second oldest world champion of all time.
Um. Right. Let's move on to Tim Zoo. I
He
don't know
might
where
have
to
to
start.
retire for other reasons.
He's. It's really weird because his just punch resistance looks just gone a bit. Like Fundora's good, and like but I don't think he really had to do that much early on to set about Tim Zoo. Like he battered him for the first sort of 3 rounds. Obviously, got the knockdown, and Zoo was all over the place. And then Zoo started just throwing haymakers and that, and it was sort of like a dig your feet in a little bit and try. And he was
I don't
having
think
success.
I don't think he recovered from the knockdown. I think that's why he fought like that.
Yeah, and he just took a. Obviously, at the end of the round, the one before it got stopped, like he just took a beating, and it was the right decision to call that fight off. But man, like the weird thing was though, like he
That
was
was his
having a lot
best.
of
That was
success.
his best round. The
Yeah, he
round
was
he
having a
got.
lot of success. Like I think
Yeah.
Fundora's nose went a little bit; it was bleeding, and he was landing a lot of big shots. And it's like then he just took it was sort of like one last stand really, and
It's
then
like those last couple looping rounds.
I mean,
yeah,
he came back into the fight, and then he just had the fight beaten out of him in the seventh round, pretty much. I mean, Fundora,
Whilst fighting back, it just was too
yeah,
much.
like Fundora stopped jabbing, and then that gave Tim like the opening to actually get into range and throw those wild looping right hands and the left
That was
hooks. And,
spinning Fenora's neck around like crazy.
yeah, I mean, he was just eating them as well. Like these are the type of punches you're like, yeah, they got bloody chin and these are clean and big. I think maybe he was like rolling with a couple of them, but no, they were just I don't know how he was eating them.
I think it's because like Zoo had nothing on him though. Like when you're that concussed and you'd taken that much of a beating in the first sort of 3 or 4 rounds. Like he was getting hurt a lot, and his legs were going a lot as well. And it's like he just didn't have his legs under him, and he didn't have a solid base, and they're almost sort of arm punches.
I guess like maybe like they were like all Zoo was throwing as well, so I guess he could kind of anticipate them. Or maybe he couldn't see them coming because they were like baseball throw right hands. But he kind of brace at the end. I think Fundora is improving. I mean, he's getting better, at least offensively. I mean, his defense is still terrible. But offensively, I mean, he's working really well behind the jab that he didn't really used to. He just was an inside merchant. Now that's fine behind it. What Tim Zoo did, that's fine. I'm not Tim Zoo. What Fundora did, that's fine behind a jab and letting his hands go.
But you still be an aggressive offensive fighter in jab.
Yeah. Like what he did, like he kept the range and he was just being insanely offensive.
A lot of people associate a jab or just constant jabbing with just boxing and just being like cautious. That's not
like to fight. Like
the setup shit.
To fight behind a jab, you don't have to stick a move. Like Felix Trinidad, front foot fire, fought behind a jab. Hearns fights a lot on the front foot. He did box as well, of course, because he could. But like he fought a lot on the front foot. You don't have to stick a move to fight behind the jab. You can outbox someone coming forward. He's just.
I'll tell you what, there's this weird shot that Fundora throws, and I don't see it being thrown by anyone else, mainly because of the angle, because of his height. And it's like, it's his straight backhand to the head, but his knuckles are down. So it's sort of like a shovel, sort of like uppercut that's straight, that you'd normally see someone sort of throw to the body, and it's connecting with the head, and it's a beautiful shot, man. He kept throwing it and he kept landing it, and he landed it lows on Booker, and it's a beautiful fight. It's a beautiful shot, man. I love that shot, and it's pretty unique because only he can really throw it because of his dimensions.
Yeah, I mean, he throws a lot of.
I love that little shot, like it, and it hurts you a couple of times. It's almost like an uppercut or a hook, but it's not really. But it's sort of a straight, and it's just a really weird shot, and I really like it.
Yeah, I mean, he throws like a lot of weird punches from dimensions just because the way he has to like angle his arms because he's up close-ish to land a punch, because he's so much bigger than everyone and he's up close. The angle is like maneuver his arms in weird angles that people wouldn't usually throw. Yeah, I mean it works. I mean it does work. I mean he'd be really. I mean he's already, I guess, tough to beat, but if he like actually had some defense,
yeah,
he might be unbeatable. If he had defense, he's not unbeatable because he doesn't have defense.
I think Ortiz would just eat him up to the body, to be honest.
Yeah, Ortiz is very good.
Yeah. Who's Fundora going to fight next? Much Rosaliev, I don't think they go near.
Linky Unification right there.
Maybe he's going to fight someone who's fighting this weekend. Next.
Oh no, he's not fighting Zayas.
In a Unification. You
He's
never
not
know.
fighting Zayas. Who's got the WBA?
Well, Crawford, but he's going to lose that, isn't he? It's going to be
Crawford, yeah. He might fight Tayers.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
It's an easy fight to make.
Beat the shit out of Tayers.
Yeah. Yeah, but who knows, man? He's a fun fighter. For Zoo, I think it's time for Zoo to do what every Australian fighter does.
Yeah,
go fight Zarafa on pay-per-view in Australia.
Yeah. Whenever any Australian fighter should finish.
I'm glad he got a title, but he needs to go.
Whenever any Australian fighter should finish, they can go and have 5 pay-per-views on No Limit, and that's just the way it is.
Yeah,
What a
go
weird
fight.
career, though.
Yeah, maybe fight Keith Thurman. That could work.
I think he should move to middle.
Yeah, maybe.
You can rebuild him at middle, and then like if you look at the title picture, like the WBO, Saavedra and Denzel Bentley are fighting a final eliminator. Like he beat both of those, I think. Maybe
Yeah.
not Saavedra, but he
We
beat
could
Denzel Bentley.
we could rebuild him at middleweight, and then he could fight Conor Benn at middleweight.
Oh my god! Fight Campbell Hatton. Zoo
Yeah,
Hatton too. There you go.
yeah. Bring Campbell Hatton out of retirement.
Yeah. Oh my god! But yeah, I think he can rebuild. A middle, like it's a weak division middleweight, and I think he just needs a lot of time. He needs like 2 years of just bum Australian pay-per-views, and then a step up to world level.
He might. I mean, he might just need some time out of the ring to
Yeah.
let everything heal. Like a good year, 18 months out of the ring, just let himself heal. To be honest, because his punch resistance is not looking great.
Yep. It's not good. And when you have that style, it's almost like a brawling style. Like that's the last thing you want to happen. Like your chin to her. Yeah, it's not good. Um, oh, are you going to talk about the tweet?
Oh yeah.
Fucking jackass.
Oh, hold on, I have to. Like, I do remember the tweet, but I want to get it fully accurate.
Get it verbatim.
I did save it, but I know who tweeted the tweet. It's fine. All right, this fucking guy, Turkey Al Sheikh. Like he said, I said to you from the beginning, Tim Tszyu does not deserve to be on a Riyadh season or Ring Magazine card. He can be useful as a sparring partner for a champion in a Riyadh season. Like, okay, you want to be a little petty because Tim Tszyu didn't bow down to you and fight on your card, even though he was going to fight on your card, but that didn't end up happening. Okay, cool. But you can't just be disrespecting these guys. You can't say he's a sparring partner just because he. Okay, yes, he quit. But this fucking guy, man, this guy, he is nothing but a glorified bank account, and
Bow down to my money bags.
he's sitting here just disrespecting, like not just Tim Tszyu, but like he's a legend's son, who is a former world champion, who is very fun to watch and puts his life on the line every time he gets in the ring. And this guy's probably never thrown a punch in his life. He's just gonna sit here and disrespect him, like just because he didn't want to do what you wanted. Like that's just insane. You can't be doing that. This guy is, and it's not just any guy. This is like arguably the most powerful guy in boxing right now. Like you, and he has like millions of followers on Twitter. You can't just be tweeting that shit. Like show some goddamn respect to these fighters. Like, I don't expect respect from him. There's a guy that's like, oh, I don't want Tom and Jerry guys on my cards. I want people that basically, I want people that would die in the ring on my cards. Yeah, of course he's not. It doesn't even make sense. I mean, the way Tim Tszyu fought, that's what he wants on his cards. I mean, Tim Tszyu didn't run. He sat there, took his beating, and then fought back, and then, he had the fight beaten out of him. It was fine. And he quit. Like, what can you do? Like, fighting needs to show some fucking respect.
Especially after that. You don't know what could happen. Like after maybe he could have quit because maybe what if like his head was hurting and then it devolved into like something really bad and he just tweeted some crazy shit like that.
I mean, I don't know about like his eye like swelled up badly in that round. You could see it was swollen. And then like, how about you get in the ring with fucking Sebastian Fundora? See how you do.
See if you could take some of these fucking uppercuts.
It's like, yeah, like fans, of course, we criticize fighters. We just spent, I don't know, not as long as we should have, calling Mario Barra shit. But one, he is. And two, like, we're not like the most powerful guy in boxing, pretty much. Like, you can't just be doing that. You can't do that.
I'm gonna be really happy when this this era dries up, because it's like it's given us like he's given us some good shit, but he's been just a jackass.
Yeah, like people aren't obliged to do anything you want, anything you say, just because you have loads of money. Yeah, it's like you don't own these guys. Show some respect to the fighters. Like you would think he would respect every fighter now that he's in the sport of boxing and knows how hard it is. But no, he doesn't care. This is all just a game to him. This is it's a hobby.
Yeah, it's like that one Sugar Ray Robinson clip where he was asked if he was like if he liked boxing, and he was like, "No, it seems like a what's like medieval, like where you just throw money into a pit and watch people fight. Like that's how he treats it, really."
Yeah, pretty much like dance with me.
I fucking hate him. I will be there when he's no longer in this goddamn sport.
Yeah. And it's like a shame as well because like he's putting on some good fights and he post fights quickly afterwards, but like he's just not a good guy. Like that's just the fact of the matter is he is a terrible person, terrible past, and really wants to be boxing's Hitler. Uh, anyway, talk as if you don't have anything to say, just move on.
No, I was just enjoying it, to be honest. Yeah. We'll move on. Isaac Cruz beat up Salcedo because Fierro pulled out for not making weight. Just think of Isaac Cruz running forward, beating someone up, and you pretty much got the picture. He's not very good. It was a fun enough fight, but he's not very good. And somehow he's got an interim title now, so brilliant. But yeah, really not great, if we're being honest. Is he? Like he's just not very good. But yeah, we'll move on to the first fight on the show. Joet Gonzalez against Brandon Figueroa. I think I'm going to come out and say it. Joet Gonzalez got robbed.
Again, it's not the first time.
Very, very easy fight to score. And he won 116, 112, or 117, 111. And I just think he got straight up robbed, to be honest. I think he battered Figueroa for the first sort of 9 rounds. And yeah, it wasn't a particularly close fight just because Figueroa finished strong. I just think it was a clear Joet win.
It definitely was. I'm sad about it. Joet's been jobbed too many times.
Like I did have it 7-5, but that's like a clear 7-5 because I just Figueroa. I mean, he just froze to just throw. There's no thought behind it. I mean, it looked like he has always done that, but you just felt there was some type of game plan there. And it wasn't until late that he actually started thinking about what he was doing. And that's just because, like, Joet's face was just insane. And he was just feeling the effects of the punches that Figueroa landed. I mean, it's not like he wasn't landing punches. It's just Joet was just landing the better punches and more of them, and he had some form of a game plan. Yeah, I mean, he must just hate judges, pretty much, at this point. I mean, and that would be a great win for Joet as well at this point of his career. Yes, a shame. Judging not great on that card. 2 robberies.
Both connected in a certain way.
Yeah, but you know, we won't mention that.
Oh, you won't.
And it's like
That is Barrios' biggest win, by the way.
Sure.
We'll move on.
yeah, true. It's his only good win. Well, only good legit win.
Yeah.
I don't know. What more does Giant need to do to get a win?
Just chin people.
Like, I mean, like Figueroa. I mean, he has a good chin. I mean, Joet. Joet. No matter what happens, Joet's face is just gonna be like busted up and badly bruised and swollen, and he's gonna cut. He's gonna get cut. I mean, it was a fun fight. I mean, I enjoyed watching it, but Joet definitely fucking won. Well, there's no doubt about that. Like, I was probably about as generous as I can be for Figueroa, and I gave him 5 rounds. And, obviously, with talkers, I am the worst judge of all time for giving him 5 rounds.
No, I just can't see. I can't see 5, honestly. And it was that clear. Like, I don't know. 2 judges gave him 8. Like, Jesus Christ, man. I just don't think it was particularly difficult. Like, Joet was just battering him. Like, that's what there is to it. Like, I think Figueroa is washed, and if he goes and fights Mirko Cuello next, he's gonna get knocked out. If he goes and fights Nick Ball next, he's probably gonna get knocked out. Like, I just think he's done. And but he's up a division, and it's not like it's Super Bantam where he's so much bigger than everyone that he just overpowers them. Like, no, like he's in with guys that can handle him, and the arm punches just don't work anymore, and you can't just win on volume.
And it's like, I guess, like you could, like, because even then if you looked at their faces, like you'd be like, oh yeah, Figueroa beat him up, but he didn't. I mean, he got beat up. I mean, it's kind of impressive, like how much damage he did just by throwing these arm punches. I mean, like I guess he punches hard. I mean, he does punch hard. It's more of like a volume puncher, damage accumulation rather than a knockout guy. Like, the only good thing for him, I guess, was how like he responded late and came back. But he did the same thing against Fulton, though. I mean, he finished the fight okay and looked a bit better than he did. But you can't get bad for 9 rounds and expect to win a fight, pretty much, and you can't keep doing it.
Yep. Pretty much. Well, on the prelims for this, I don't. Magsayo won. Pretty uneventful. Russell battered that random kid he was fighting. So it'll be fun to see him. It'll be fun to see him back in 2027.
Russell looked pretty good, to be honest, considering how long he's been out for ring. I mean, he wasn't fighting a great opponent, but I thought he looked pretty good. I mean, I didn't know the fight was at lightweight. I thought it was at 130. It said 130 on BoxRec, and I didn't see his weight. So, I mean, that's interesting. I'd rather he fought at 130, but he looked good anyway.
Maybe it's just the fight to come back and he's going to drop down again, or I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of fights at 130 that I wouldn't mind seeing him in, to be honest. I don't really have much interest in a lot of the fights at lightweight because, well, it's a much better division than 130. And I don't think he can beat a lot of the top guys. But at 130, I do. Well, maybe I do, but they'll be more competitive.
Yeah, I agree. And then Alan Picasso, or David Picasso, or whatever he's calling himself this week.
Yeah. I don't know why it's changed, but I'm calling him Alan Picasso forever.
Yeah, it's whatever, innit? But he had a bad life and death of Kameda, man. That was a poor performance. He just that fight was dead even after like 6 rounds for me, 6 or 7 rounds. Like the only thing that separated the two was the bit of stamina. To be honest.
Yeah, that wasn't like it was fun to watch, but it wasn't fun for that being a possible, anyway, opponent at any time.
Yeah.
Like if that's like a audition for an NOA fight, you failed it. You're not getting that shit. Well, you shouldn't. At least you might, but you shouldn't.
Oh, he will. Yeah, he's getting the fight. He's teamed up with Sir Sean, and Sir Sean gets what Sir Sean can get, man. He's getting the Inouye fight. And Sir Sean's going to be running to the ring with a Mexico flag, and then he's going to get iced. That's what's going to happen. And everyone knows it's going to happen. Because that fight, Inouye is just being kept on ice and Nakatani now. Yeah, and then after that, they'll reassess where he is, I think. Like, MJ and Picasso, they're not going to cause him any issues, really. But yeah, we'll see. We'll preview next week. There's not a lot. Starting off with the British card, we'll finish on a high. Reece Belotti's fighting Ryan Garner for the British, Commonwealth, and European 130 titles. I think Ryan Garner's a little bit too fresh, but I think it'll be a good fight. I think probably an 8-4 decision for Garner, something like that. It'll be fun. It'll be a fun fight because Reece Belotti's always he's like literally he's one of my favorite fighters, like domestically in the UK. He is always in good fights, but I think he's gonna get beat. To be honest,
I think Ryan Garner needs to be on his A game to win because if you're not like Reece Belotti, especially if you fight his fight, he needs to fight that fight like he fought. What's his face? Who did he fight in his last fight?
Jimenez.
Yeah, he needs to fight Belotti like that, and Belotti's so good at making you fight his fight. I don't know if he can beat Belotti in that type of fight, but like if he fights his type of fight, yeah, he should outbox Belotti. Probably an 8-4.
Yeah, pretty much. I think Alois Jr. is on this fight. On this card, sorry, against Adesanya.
Yeah, he's fighting Adesanya. He's gonna chin Adesanya.
Yeah. He's gonna. Adesanya needs to retire, man. He's been knocked out too many times. Like, he's not a cruiserweight either. Like, he's a pretty small guy, and he's taken a lot of punishment. And yeah, Alois is going to take his head off. I don't know who else is on this show.
No one. It's terrible.
Yeah. So we'll move on to the fight on Saturday in New York, I believe. It's at MSG, is it? Yeah, MSG. It's at the theatre. Xander Zayas against Jorge Perez for the vacant WBO super welterweight title. I like this fight. I think it's just screaming at me that Zayas is going to win an 8-4 decision, isn't it? For me, anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I think Zayas has to be the favorite, but man, like Garcia is definitely a live dog in this fight. I mean, I think like Zayas is probably what people thought Pacheco was gonna be.
Probably. Like Garcia can punch though, and that's my thing. Like, I don't know. I can definitely see Zayas getting hurt in this fight, and I definitely think it's going to be competitive. But Zayas has just got a bit more class. I think if you look at him, like, I think he's maturing into quite a good fighter. Just like he's a box fighter, really. He's technically good. It's just that punching power. Like he won't stop Garcia, surely. Surely he won't stop Garcia.
Maybe to the body, but that's probably the only possibility I'd say to the body. I can't really see him stopping him to the head unless he really just dominates him somehow and just beats him up so bad, which I can't really see because I think it's going to be competitive.
Or he just does some crazy shit that we've never seen from him before.
You never know. Maybe he just like steps it up because he's fighting for a wild time, wants to make a statement. You know, like yeah, I think he's just too skilled, too good for Garcia. That type of fight, unless he fights Garcia's fight, which would be stupid.
That would get him chipped.
Yeah, if he just boxes behind a jab like Pacheco did against like a Garcia, that's like acceptable. That's understandable. Like, but at least or throw some more punches at least, not have no activity. But box smart and safe because Garcia is actually good, whereas Trevor McCarthy is not.
Yep. Yeah, Zaya's on points. It's just obvious, isn't it? Be a good fight though. Bruce Carrington is fighting for the interim WBC featherweight title against Matthias Heiter on this card, who they dug up from Namibia somehow. Who the hell knows who this is? To be honest, this could be anything. But I expect Carrington to win. I ain't gonna pretend I've seen Heiter fight, but yeah, like this is some Tim Boxeo undercard like opponent.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen him, but Carrington's gonna batter him and
I hope he
stop him.
does.
He's gonna batter him and he's gonna stop him.
And it's your favorite thing, isn't it? It's your favorite thing.
Oh, he's gonna get upgraded. Oh, kill myself.
Yeah, he's one of the most. It's undeserved to get an upgrade. He does not deserve to be anywhere near a title fight.
So, he might fight Fulham.
Fulham would look like a god against Carrington.
Or well, I guess it depends if the Oshaki fight happens. I guess that's the plan. Fulham moves up, fights Oshaki, vacates, and Carrington gets upgraded.
Yeah, I guess, but who knows?
I don't know if it's gonna happen. It doesn't seem likely for some stuff that I've read, but you never know.
Who knows, man? It's PBC. They're doing weird PBC things, and it doesn't help when Tank's going around beating women up. So, that's just a deadly mix at the minute, isn't it? Like PBC on Prime have been so inconsistent, and nobody actually knows what's happening. And then the one event they do play, like Tank just goes and beats up a woman, so they can't do it.
Yeah.
It's not looking good. But anyway, one fight I do like on this card: Yan Santana, who's an unbeaten Dominican, which is automatically a red flag, is fighting Aaron Almeida. I think Santana's going to win this fight, but I think it's a good fight. I think Santana's a good prospect. Can punch a lot and smashed Eduardo Baez to bits last year. I think he's a good prospect, man. at featherweight. I think this fight is at featherweight. Is it? Yeah, featherweight. I think he's a good fighter.
Yeah, looks to be good. Should be a good fight.
Yeah, and then just running through the undercard, Rohan Palenko is fighting Quinton Randall. He'll win that easily. Stephen Navarro, who's a top tier prospect at super flyweight, is fighting Christopher Rios. Emiliano Vargas is back. Juanma Lopez, like, I don't know if he's going to get dropped and get a gift decision this time or not, but like he did on that YouTube screen, but who knows? And then Julius Barrios is making his debut against Brandon Ayala. It's weird. It's a weird time for boxing because, it is the last ESPN deal. Like, the last ESPN fight. And, like, if you're looking across the board, like, as it stands right now, I think Queensbury have got 2 shows announced. Matchroom haven't got a show announced. Boxer haven't got a show announced and haven't got a broadcaster. Top Rank have got a show on Saturday, but then after that they got nothing and they haven't got a broadcaster. PBC haven't got any shows announced. Golden Boy, they've got a Thursday night card and then Oscar Duarte. Like, it's a weird time, man. It's a weird time. A lot of boxing's not very good. And we sort of said this, that if you hoover up all the talent and put it in one place and you don't promote your own fighters properly, and then there's a gap and there's a lack of interest in fights, and then this sort of happens, and it's sad because we've been proven right on it, and it is sad because none of us here was sitting here saying, "Oh yeah, we want this to happen," but it was obviously going to happen with the moves the sport was making a couple of years ago, and man, it's bleak. It's bleak, man. This situation with broadcasters, like what's going on, man? It's looking scary for the sport in the long run. Like, what Prime Video that you're essentially paying to be on, the zone that no one watches, no Sky, no TNT, no Showtime, no HBO, no ESPN, no Fox. Like, my God, it's looking bleak.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, like no boxing on any mainstream channel in the US or America. Right, that's the same thing. US or the UK. Other than Channel 5, which who cares about Channel 5? They're all terrible. That's not good. That's bad. That's just bad. Bad for boxing.
And there's no shows announced. It's a ghost town. Like, Matchroom have got no shows announced. Boxer have got no show. Like, where are the shows? Where are all these fighters going to get active from? Like, are we just going to sit around all year and wait for a Riyadh show? Is that what's going to happen now? Like, is that it?
Looked like it.
If that's the future, then like the whole sort of second tier of the sport is going to drop out, and then you're going to have nothing. Because like it or not, these undercards and these like mid tier guys, like, I don't know, like your British title fights, like Denzel Bentley fighting like 3 times a year, like you guys like Nathan Heaney fighting. Or in America, sort of, I don't know, your standard Saturday night ESPN card headlined by Richard Torres. Or it's just stuff like that, regular boxing on. And it like, boxing needs it because you need to develop these kids, you need to build their profiles. And then you just get to a point where that's not there anymore. And then there's no one to fill the gap when these guys get old and retire. And it's like, my God, it's looking bleak, man. And I hope something changes. We need like regular TV slots, but man, it's all the mistakes and all the sort of mismanagement of boxing over the past 20 years. They're all coming home to roost now, and it's looking bleak and it's sad. But yeah, He's not looking good. But anyway, we'll move on. Josh Taylor retired. That's in the news this week. With an eye injury. He probably should have retired after the second catchable fight, if I'm being honest. He looks washed. And he has looked washed for a few years. He had a good career. When he was in his prime, he was a good fighter. The WBO have ordered not Benavidez, Jesus Christ, David Morrell against Callum Smith.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think Callum Smith's gonna win. As much
You
as you
think?
hate it,
He is.
as much as you will hate to see it,
Morel's fucking dog shit at light heavyweight.
like Morrell was just not it at light heavyweight. Unfortunately,
You're gonna have to take it.
We need to send in those New York State judges to get Morrell the winner.
won't be needing them judges. That catch counter's gonna do the business.
Oh my god! How have we got to this point? Like, what's going on here? Just, oh my god! Callum Smith, man, he just won't go away, will he?
He's doing his thing.
Yeah, annoying me. That's what he's doing.
Pretty much.
Oh god. But anyway, that's about it. I don't think there's anything else this week. Well, actually, we didn't forget to talk about David Jimenez against Kevin Torres. David Jimenez is now the mandatory for the WBA. We didn't talk about that last week. I didn't even mention it. So yeah, we'll mention that he won in Kyrgyzstan or wherever it was. Even though Abima just didn't want to work, which was unfortunate. But yeah, I don't know what else. I don't know what else is happening.
Well, Dubois II won a pretty easy decision. That's about it. Yeah, Jimenez, he stopped with a body shot, didn't he?
Yeah, in the 11th.
Yeah, he was. Kevin Torres was like, "Oh no, it's low." It wasn't low. It was a clear body shot.
Yeah, it was a good shot.
Yeah, Jimenez a good fighter.
Yeah, he'll get upgraded, won't he? Because he's interim champion or whatever he is.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. There's interim champions everywhere. What's your opinion on interim champions having mandatories?
That's just stupid.
Oh,
I hate everything about
it. He's going to get upgraded soon, Callum Smith. So.
Brilliant.
Anyway, we'll end it there because there's nothing else to talk about. I don't want to talk about Callum Smith any longer. So, yeah, thank you for listening.
See you in episode 70.